Cowie party.
It is a Cowie party.
We're missing the young buck. Young buck with the Just for Men.
Well,
he hasn't had time to put his Just for Men in his beard lately, so he didn't want to show up.
that's true. Over Christmas break, he
let it go.
He let it go a little bit. So
I don't know if this is like a Cowie party, it's an old man party, maybe both.
it's all of the above.
I think once you hit a certain age, you drive a Cowie. Speed's not the most important factor anymore.
You know what? That's funny because it's true.
It really is. Just like, let's get this over with. Kind of like everybody's gonna be saying about this video.
Is this? Yeah, no kidding. Is this a one-cut thing too?
I don't know. We're gonna see if we can do it. Yeah. We're back in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do the quick walk around. You know, all the parts that Eric's put on this car over the last. My shoes are squeaky. I should take those off. Over the last little bit, and then kind of show you guys what we've been working with, and then maybe there's a couple other things that we have sitting over here on the bench that we can kind of talk through a little bit. So
okay. Well, let's do top down because we kind of started with that.
I like tops down.
I mean, who doesn't?
As you guys know, we partner with Lane over at Voodoo. So we dropped the car off, and he took all of his measurements and started putting together an idea for how he wanted the eventual cage to look. And
right. And obviously this is what he came up with, which turned out phenomenal.
I would say it's often copied.
It has
but
been
not
a little
as
bit.
well.
Yeah, but not as well. It still is the best looking 4-seat cage that I've seen so far.
For the Cowie.
For the Cowie. Yeah, for the Cowie. So anyway, just quick side note, you can go to voodoo.rr.com to get your cage if you want one. But obviously this thing turned out great. Got all the options, got the grab handle, got the mirror mount. It's got the, see if you can show that. I didn't show that yet. The little V gussets, right? It's got the windshield.
So this one's got the off-camber logo in the roof.
Yep.
And then, as always, we did the sea decking foam underneath.
Right.
So
yeah. And for you guys that don't know, we just get that off Amazon.
Yeah, we get a ton of. That's like might be the number one.
We get so many
question we
questions on
get.
that.
Like, hey, where'd you guys find that stuff?
Just Google boat decking,
EVA foam,
or EVA foam. Like you can find it. All right.
Let's talk about what's attached to the cage.
I like it. Start on the inside. So we've got the Cardo headset hangers. We've shown those off before.
Cardo.
Oh, Judas Priest.
But you can hang your Cardo on there.
That's what I meant. Cardo headset hangers. By Chupacabra. There we go.
There you go. These honestly are the best, right? We've talked about them before.
Yeah. Like you can hang from these things.
And stuff doesn't fall off.
No.
Like there's some other brands out there that like aren't tilted up. So this has like this angle on here, which is really cool because it kind of angles up and like pinches.
And that little lip.
Next up,
Element fire extinguisher. I've had that. Actually, I've had that since the Teryx. I keep just taking it off and putting it on the next one.
And the only reason we keep these in our cars is because we do ride with a Polaris. And they are prone to catching on fire, if you guys haven't noticed. So.
Right. Hopefully, we haven't had to use it yet, so that's the good news.
Right.
So.
Third up, on top.
Ooh, should we show these?
Should we do lighting? Are we doing lighting? Yeah, do lighting. Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
So, Noco whips, and these are what they're calling the Big Richards.
Or we like to call them the Big. I do.
I wasn't gonna say it. I figured you would say it.
I mean, look at these.
These are two. These are 2 footers. These are 2 footers. I think you might have 18-inch versions also.
I'm not sure.
We might have to correct that and anyway edit it. Doop. Yeah, something like that. So these things are super bright. I'll see if I can put a little video in there or something. But they're crazy.
Should we turn them on?
They're crazy bright. Yeah. Should we
turn lights off?
Should we turn the lights off? All right.
Yeah.
Here.
There it goes. I got it.
You got it?
Yeah. I'm trying to do it blind.
Dude, what are you doing?
Push the wrong button.
There we go.
Boom.
No, super cool. And the base is, I mean, this thing is, that's sturdy. That's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So it's great. Loved it.
Yeah, super nice. Fantastic. I have the same ones on mine too, so.
Yeah.
Next up.
Back.
Well, I mean, this is attached, right? So
yeah, so this was just barely installed. If you watch Royce's Turbo R walk around, he has these also. So I just took this over to Mad Moose and had them install these for me. So thank you to Mad Moose guys.
Where can you have that service done?
Mad Moose.
How do you schedule that
Parts
service?
and service.
Madmoose.shop.
Oh yeah, madmoose.shop.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Sorry,
that's how it works.
There you go.
Okay, madmoose.shop.
Anyway.
You can schedule an appointment, get your stuff in there, because wiring sucks, we all know it.
I mean, Judas Priest.
I got 3 Judases out of Eric already. One was removing.
You knew how to run a GoPro, maybe.
Listen, all I've done is hit the play button.
Yeah, well, you screwed up the last one.
Hey.
All right, last one on the cage is the Chupacabra mirrors. These are the race mirrors, right?
These are the race versions.
Yeah. And so the difference between the race version and the pro version that Ryan has is the race version basically has 2 clamps. It's a little different style. All of their mirrors have a way to mount lights like this. So I've got my Chupacabra pod lights on here, but these things are super strong also.
Yeah. So Baja Designs pod lights.
Yeah, Baja Designs pod lights on there.
Also Chupacabra pod lights.
Oh, Judas, man.
You're losing it. Okay.
Yeah, I am.
So here's the rundown on these mirrors. If you don't need them to fold in and out,
then the race.
Then go with the race mirrors because they're the most sturdy.
Because they don't fold in and out. But
They're
if
super
you need
nice.
them to,
if you need them to fold to get in your trailer, if you need to fold to get in your garage, whatever.
right?
Then go with the pros.
Yeah.
That's kind of the skinny on it.
All right. So I think next, the biggest thing that really set this off is the wrap that we had done on this thing.
Yeah.
So we'll put some B-roll because it's a little easier to show that way. But Bracken over at Winch Designs killed it. I had an idea in my head of what I wanted this thing to look like, and he basically nailed this thing. So,
and we've been screwing it up ever since.
oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
Here.
Sorry. I feel like I have to apologize to him. Like, this is so bad, so
Here.
bad. Yeah. And then we've got some stuff under
new scuffing under here.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, so it is what it is. This thing's not a garage queen, so
Definitely.
it gets used. But that doesn't mean it's not still good looking. I wanted a white. I actually wanted white with some sparkle, but at the time sparkle wasn't really available. So we went with gloss white, just a clean off camber, and then just kind of a ghosted power logo in here with a little bit of diamond in the back. Kind of ties in all the diamond stuff with the seats and the headliner and that kind of stuff.
Turned out really good. Super happy with that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All right, I say next what we do is we go to suspension, because that's one of the first things we ordered for this thing. Is I've had HCR on every one of my vehicles so far, and didn't want to not do it on this one too. So I wanted to make sure that I got out to 72 inches bare minimum. I think with the offset of the tires, I'm about 74. Yeah. Something like that. But I wanted that long travel. I wanted that extra clearance. So let's show off the final HCR stuff in the back here, because their trolling arms are sexy. And Bracken did a good job of highlighting the HCR, just putting some...
I can't believe he actually went around everyone.
I know, it's awesome. He actually did that on his own. It was just a surprise. It was great. It looks so good.
And then the radius rods, all billet.
Yep, left them all billet because I thought it looked good.
Ties in real nice.
Yep. Oh, we missed here, show off the reservoirs. Because Bracken did the custom reservoirs.
Check this out.
How good does that look?
With the off-camber logo on them.
Freaking rad,
Even
right?
got the live valve, little heartbeat thing there. So
yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah, no, super cool. So anyway, shout out to HCR, it's great. And the other thing to know with the HCR is it does come with extended axle rods, I think still. But you can also get Rhino axles from Super ATV
for their long travel
their long travel kit that also works on this long travel kit as well.
Yeah, so
there's that option.
To kind of something that we've been kind of struggling with a little bit, but I think we found a possible solution for is by creating this extra width on this car, it moves the shock mounting points into some different spots.
It does. Yep, it does.
And the stock springs are pretty soft.
Yes. So as a temporary fix, because I'm still waiting to do a full spring kit, we did just tender springs, and these ones are Right Coast tender springs. There's a couple options that you can do as far as just tenders. Yep. I think there's All Things UTV. There's a few that you can find. Anyway, that made a big difference. I also asked Mad Moose to install those, so again, thank you on that. But it made it to where it was like what? 12 inches of ground clearance. Like, that's how far it sagged.
It was pretty low.
This is now over 16, and that's just with tender springs. So once I get a full spring kit at some point, that's what we'll do.
So that pretty much does the suspension, right?
Yeah. Let's stay down there and let's do wheels and tires.
We're staying down.
Yeah.
All right.
So First thing, we got the Obor, the new Obor Rock Monsters and the 35-inch. We've been testing these for a while. You can see our latest video of basically non-conclusive so far.
But you hear Royce say durometer about 50 times.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to do a count on this one. I think we've said that enough. But just to sum that up, so far, we really like them. We like the feel of them. Mounted on some Valor wheels. It's their beadlock. I believe it's their VO5. Gosh dang it. I hope that's right. Sorry guys if that's wrong.
Hey, again.
Yeah, exactly.
Having old man moments,
right
senior moments
yeah.
with that discount.
Don't judge me. Look at the beard and understand, right? Anyway, great setup so far. These are a 5.2 wheel, and I think that's why I'm about 74. Right. So the tires are great. These wheels are actually really good. I don't know if you remember when we got them out because you were here. We pulled them out. They're a really lightweight wheel.
Yeah,
it's a really good. It's a really good wheel. I'm excited. I like them a lot.
Hey Valor.
So you got something to say to them?
Yeah. Beadlock me some of those. What are they? The VO4s.
Oh
what
yeah.
are the ones I like?
I know which ones. Again, we'll put it right there.
Beadlock those. I need them.
Yeah, because those are a good looking wheel.
And then one other thing with the suspension. We just put limit straps on here.
We put limit straps just to protect it.
It's never a bad idea.
Yeah, to protect axles, to protect the shocks, all that kind of stuff.
Come around the front.
Should we do the
Actually, come around the front.
Let's do the pretty things.
Tell me a little about what's going on here.
Well, we had to put all the Viper crap on because I was jealous that everybody was putting Viper crap on their stuff, and I didn't put anything on my General because they didn't have it. So we've got the winch fair lead, and then the pull hook. I think that's what they call it. What do they call it?
So this is the old style pull hook. Both Eric and I both have the same.
Yep, we'll
same
show you.
Version. They have a new version. We'll plop it down here again.
We'll show you in the back.
We got the Amazon special.
Amazon special.
Amazon special hook because factory 55. Well, they're pricey.
They are pricey.
What kind of winch you have in here?
Worn 4,500 pound winch is what
and that comes
with it.
Stock on the ES model.
Yep. With the this is off-camera edition. You used to say special edition.
Used to say. So,
and since we're here, boom.
New edition.
New edition. This isn't quite out yet. It should be any day now by the time you guys see this, but DRT grill. This thing is fantastic. I actually took it. I took this mesh off. It comes raw. At least that's how I got it. And I painted it gloss black behind the frame that is kind of a matte black. I thought that looked pretty good.
Super
I actually
nice.
think it turned out really nice.
And as we were standing here kind of looking at it, this is the first time I've seen it in person. We came up with an idea, and we're gonna throw a light bar behind there.
I think so.
So
I think we can mount it.
I think we mount it on these sway bar mounts.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
So yeah. So anyway, so you can still hook through there or
hook around the back.
Hook around the back like that.
So that would work really good for those Voodoo recovery ropes that we have.
That's true.
Where you can just wrap it right around the thing like
that would work really well right
when
there.
we're pulling Can-Ams out of the maze.
Yeah.
You know who you are. What's going on back here? There's a loaner box in the back of this car right now.
So we got the McDermott Designs box. So this one's obviously made for the Kawasaki. They have them for a couple of different razor options. But man, these things are so awesome. But
so
just
much.
take a look.
I mean,
you can fit so much crap in here. It's unbelievable. And then these dividers are movable. So you
got like 6 positions.
Yeah,
Put those
so
in,
you
they lock in.
lock these in like that. But they have, I mean, you can move them wherever you want them. Anyway,
The world's full of enough non.
So right now, this only has one
strut.
One strut. You put 2 struts on here, and it's strong enough to mount a spare tire and still lift.
It's double reinforced, so it's got this whole big reinforcement piece under here, so it keeps the top sturdy enough that you could literally mount a spare tire on there if you so choose to.
Right.
So, and it comes out pretty easy. I mean, it's 4 bolts. I pulled this out of my car because we wanted to make sure, we wanted to actually see how it was going to look in Eric's car.
Because it's going to go on here.
Deleted the subwoofer, so I'm going to order a black one.
Yeah.
For my car, so it matches my car.
It looks a little better.
He's going to keep the raw, which matches his radius rods down here in the back of his car. So that's kind of what we're working with right now. He thinks he's going to keep it right now, but that's not the case. I'm taking it home with me.
Well, you're going to have to unbolt it yourself. I'm not helping you.
So moving around.
Luckily for you, it's only 4 bucks. Anyway, I should get a light. I got some B-roll. Anyway, GGB trail muffler. This thing's awesome. And when we took it off, this thing weighs like less than half.
Yeah.
It's like 2 pounds compared to like 20 pounds. It's ridiculous.
And we absolutely love it. It's not as loud as some of the other exhausts on the market. It stays pretty stock sounding at idle.
Yeah.
But opens up when you step on it. So
it's a good
really
sound. And bonus, look at that bluing on there.
Yeah, right. Check this thing out.
Oh, it's so good.
So pro tip. I actually told like 2 or 3 people this already. Spray this thing, clean it off with some Windex, get every fingernail, or not fingernail, but fingerprint off there, all that kind of stuff. And then you'll get a nice bluing color and not have like all the little things showing up. So I got that tip from a buddy of ours, David, who put the Evo exhaust on his Pro R.
Oh, okay.
And those nice pretty headers on there. Oh. And he's like, you want to know what the trick is? You spray them down with Windex. So that's where I got that tip from. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.
David. Yeah. Since we're right here, I mean, Viper just kills it. Their stuff is so good looking. So nice. I mean, it's ridiculous.
While we're on that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Viper shifter, just so, even if you don't use it, it's so good looking. But if you need to, you can just slam that thing in reverse.
Just do it.
Just do it.
It's a no-brainer.
It's so good.
It's like build part number 1. It's like Cage and Viper. I think
know.
Is the new norm.
That was my list.
All right.
Yeah. So.
And then.
Anyway. And then
the Michael Jackson seats.
Michael Jackson seats.
So if you guys grew up in the 80s or 90s watching Thriller, that's what these seats remind me of.
Right.
So when Eric sent these to me when he was ordering them, I go, holy shit, those are Michael Jackson seats.
He wanted to name this thing Thriller.
I did want to name it
that.
Thriller.
So should we do the? I want to talk about names real fast. Okay, so you thought of Thriller when I was coming up with the design, and Bracken sent some proofs and stuff, and then I wanted the sparkle on there. I thought of Blood Diamond because I was just going to have little bits of red and it was going to have the sparkle. And then Royce named it Snow White, which I think is sticking at this point, and it's there, so it's now So White. The only other one that I liked was White Widow, and this is why, because up in front, this kind of looks like the belly of a black widow. That little red on their belly.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? And so I thought that was kind of cool of a White Widow name. But here we are, named Snow White. We might as well stick with the princess thing. So anyway, PRP seats, PRP harnesses.
Along with the seats and harnesses, they have a PRP.
Oh yeah, PRP steering wheel.
Deep dish steering wheel.
In suede.
Suede.
I recommend suede on the steering wheel.
I'm with you on that. I have a leather one in my car.
Yeah.
And it's nice, but the suede is super nice.
Yeah.
Like.
Yep.
One more thing I want to hit on, and this is recently, we kind of hit on it when we were talking about the lighting in the back, was this RLB store.
Oh yeah. We needed
Switch
that
panel.
to make sure that we could do all the functions and stuff.
So those chase lights come with a bunch of functions, right? The backup function, the cargo light function. You can make them turn signals. You can make them strobe lights. You make them a chase bar. Whatever you want to do. So we had to pick up the functionality in a switch panel. So we chose the RLB store. Yeah. 8-button switch panel.
It's really nice. I'm happy with it.
Yeah. Super nice.
Thanks again, madmoose, for installing that.
Oh, where can you get that?
madmoose.shop.
No kidding. All right.
Also, what they did when they installed that, so I had them install that, the rigid lights, and these switches. How good does that look?
That might be the best spot.
Yeah, it's fantastic. That's for seat heaters.
So,
because I didn't order the seats with the seat heaters pre-installed, had them already. I'll tell you what.
Dude,
I don't know if I'll not have seat heaters in a seat again. It is so nice. It seems weird because we're in St. George. It's traditionally a warm climate, but it gets cold enough here where it is super nice.
It makes a difference.
Absolutely.
Makes a difference.
I don't think I'll not do it. I'm going to put them in the rear seats too.
Smart.
Yeah. Let's see. One other thing we should talk about, I guess, is how we maintain our vehicles. We put out just a quick how-to oil change on this thing.
Yep.
But when we do our oil changes, we always use liquid moly. I mean, I've got the whole liquid moly shelf
stash over here. Ask me how much of this stuff I have in my garage. Hey, not this much.
Off-camera headquarters is not in your garage. It's in my garage.
Guess not. Yeah, so every time I do an oil change, I put the little shooters in there.
Yeah, so this is the cool thing. This is kind of their flagship thing. It's the MOS2.
It's like lubricity additive.
Yeah, so the cool thing is if for some reason you can't get liquid moly oil, You can put this in any oil, like anti-friction is what they call
Internal
it.
combustion engines only.
Exactly. So you can put that in any engine with any oil change. I recommend minimum doing that.
Yeah,
no
and I think there's directions on there too. I usually use 2 of them. It's like one for every so many quarts.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Yep. I almost forgot. SSS skid plate.
Oh man.
Yeah.
How did you forget?
I don't know.
So this is one of those things. It's like, it's not a sexy part, but
if you look under it, I'm not going to make you
it might
fall
be
down.
the most
I did
useful.
some video under it as kind of B-roll. I'll put that in now.
It's inserted here.
It is beat to under there, and
it's
it
a
would
long
be.
car.
Please put SSS skid plates on your cars and protect them.
So again, it's not the prettiest thing. It's not the flashiest add-on, but
no,
I think it's probably one of the most important, especially for where we ride and how we ride.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Okay.
A few more things I thought about.
What's that?
So the other day when we were racing, one of the main differences we determined was the clutching, right? So I came over here today, and what did I see sitting on Eric's bench? Right Coast Off-Road clutch weights.
I was tired of losing just because I lose off the line.
He went out and ordered some new clutch weights, so we're gonna throw those in here probably pretty soon.
Before the next ride, probably.
Oh, what else? One other thing we have coming. So this is gonna be like a helper to like.
Oh yeah.
Some video footage. So
I think I determined it goes on this side.
Passenger side.
Is that right?
It's on the brake caliper. So this is
from Full Access UTV.
So our buddy over at Full Access UTV came up with this ingenious idea.
Yeah.
And he mounts his lights on there.
Yes. So, and what happens is when you turn your wheel, because it's mounted to the brake caliper, it turns when you turn.
Right.
But my idea was to try to mount a GoPro to it and to see how it works. So we're going to test that here in the next ride or two and see how that goes.
So we're either going to smash a bunch of GoPros or it's going to get some pretty decent footage.
While we're on the Full Access UTV thing, we might as well show them.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I got the shock mount bracket.
Did you get yours on?
I did.
Oh, that's good. Mine's not on yet.
So these are the upper shock mount bracket here. Yep.
This is shock reinforcement.
Film me try to do this is embarrassing. There we go.
So shock mount reinforcements, front and rear.
Yes. Just in case you come down hard or something one of these times. And
other things we did here, and you might not be able to see these very well, but it's these reinforcement plates here on the A-arms as well. Yep. And those are Full Access UTV as well.
Right.
So those are kind of like the ways to bomb-proof your mounting points for your suspension and
just
shocks.
to beef it up a little bit. The Cowie's beefy anyway, but you
little
know.
peace of mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Peace of mind. So.
Did we miss anything?
I don't know. We might have to walk around and make sure because there's a lot of stuff.
I'll follow you around.
Okay. So we got all that.
This is how his brain works, or doesn't?
That's more accurate.
We don't have our.
This is super awkward.
We don't have our guide here, Royce.
I know. Royce
that young brain.
Royce is the best at this.
I think that's it.
I really think that's it too. Man, I sure hope so, because I would feel bad about leaving anything out. I think that's it.
So we got Ober, SSS, Voodoo, HCR, Liquid Moly, PRP, and Viper. Yeah. We've talked about all those for sure.
Yeah. So huge thank you to those guys, and I mean, I'm really happy with everything so far that we put on this thing. So
it's been a really good car, man.
Yeah. No, I'm super happy with it.
Anyway, let us know. Let us know what other kind of content you want to see. I mean, this is a new year, so we can kind of branch out a little bit and maybe try some new things.
Yeah.
Not going to guarantee anything because if we don't want to do it, we're just not going to.
Right. But yeah, comment. Also, maybe comment on anything that you didn't see on this thing that would maybe be cool. I'd love to hear something. You know
if you guys have ideas or you've done things, that you guys like that we haven't either A, come across or B, know about.
Right.
Like, shoot them over. Let us know.
The only thing I can think of that I plan on doing for sure that's not on here yet is just a tune, and I just haven't decided which way I want to go with that. So I don't know if I want to do a dyno jet. I don't know if I want to do an ECM tune. What I want to do there. So
let us know in the comments below, or shoot us a message or whatever. Let us know what you guys are running, and I guess sell it.
Yeah.
Convince us which one's better than the other, and
please
maybe
do.
we'll try one of each on on my car and one on his car. So
That'd actually be kind of fun.
do a little bit of competition. So
Yeah.
see what happens. But as always, like, subscribe, share, tell your mom, tell your girlfriend, tell your wife.
Yeah.
Tell your wife and your girlfriend, but separately.
Yeah.
Unless you're that kind of couple.
I mean,
It's up
whatever.
to you. Not
Yeah.
going to get into your business.
Don't be rude.
Tell your grandma. And I think that's it.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Make fun of Royce for not being here.
Do it.